Physiotherapy Essex. Me and Ed today are going to be talking about working this kind of pec tightness in terms of the anterior portion now, in terms of getting into overhead movements. Okay, so we've done some videos in terms of the scapular activation and so on, but it's only going to be as good, all that activation work, depending on actually what movement we've got in the front. When we talk about the shoulder blade around the back, what we've got is there's a little bony landmark called the coracoid process, comes through and then attaches into the pec out the front here. Okay, so what we're going to do, first of all I'm going to demonstrate using the ball just to work and do some trigger point work into this pec. So one of the larger balls, you'll find the smaller ones are going to be too small to really get into the muscle. So all we're going to do is place it against the wall. You're going to pop your arm, whatever side you're working, just rotate behind the back, lean into it. Start off by just kind of finding some sweet spots with the trigger point and just holding it for about 20-30 seconds. When you get comfortable doing that, you can then start searching around and actually massaging it a little bit, and then just holding it into areas again where you find a little bit of some nasty tightness. Hold 15 to 30 seconds depending on how comfortable it feels. I wouldn't worry too much about working down into this lower portion of the chest, because again the attachment going into that shoulder blade is in this kind of upper pec minor and the upper pec major up here. So again, don't worry too much by coming into the lower portion, just hang around just underneath this collarbone really. And again, 5 minutes just working onto this. We're then going to progress that on into some PVC pipe work, where we're going to then work some overhead movements. I've just done a quick demo in terms of using the large massage ball, just working this upper pec area, again helping with that overhead mobility. So the way we're going to progress that to make it more functional for overhead movements is we're just doing the same thing with the PVC pipe now. So wedging it against the wall, pick somewhere where there's a corner in the wall, just so it doesn't fall down. And this end, don't worry, if you want to put a towel or a little bit of padding on the end, it's fine, because this can get a bit sore. So the area we're looking for is just where the collarbone comes across. There's a little triangle just in this dip here. So we're just aiming for that, we're not massaging it round. Doing what Adam's done here, we've just found it, and then we're going to hold it there for about 30 seconds. All you're gently going to do is working up, and then working back down in these rotation positions. And all it will feel like is that that muscle's flossing through where that PVC pipe is. It's not overly comfortable, but again, what I want you to do is search around, find these areas where you're getting that tightness and just really work into it. So as you can see with Adam, is that apart from the range of movements getting great, the more he does it, he might find that there's certain ranges through there that are a little bit tight, and you can hang around and just work into them. If it's behind the back, then work into these positions here. If it's above the head, then work in above the head. So again, only needs to be about 30 seconds at a time, swap sides. You don't want to overdo it with some of this, because you can get a bit sore, but what I like about it is that the massage ball, this is a nice progression to now start building in some overhead and some mobility through the arm whilst getting into this pec area, okay? So again, leave this in, couple it up with some scapular mobilisation stuff before getting into any overhead positions. Again, 5 minutes doesn't need to take a long time, but all you desk-based warriors, this is going to be where you're going to get stuck during the day, getting into that position, this is all going to be released back out. So again, as you can see, after a few repetitions, and starting to floss a little bit, and we're going to progress that lastly with some active chronology.